Yo, what's up, YouTube? But more specifically, what is up, Lucifer Capone? Listen, I'm just gonna address the elephant in the room or the elephant on my neck. Not real, it's chain I got. But I'm gonna address that. Your name is Lucifer Capone. Listen, having Lucifer in your name, considering the connotations of that name of Lucifer, considering what he represents, I don't know how you expect that to go over well with the masses. But hey, whatever, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm just saying your name pops out. That's all I'm saying. It pops out, and I don't know if people are going to just, hey, I'm going to listen to Lucifer Capone. I don't know if people are going to be all considering what that name's associated with. But let's get to what we're here for. I'm here to review your music. You didn't say what songs you wanted to review, so I'm gonna listen to two songs because you've been one of the ones from the beginning. So I try to get everybody I can. So I'm definitely gonna try to listen to the song. But with that being said, let me tell you, disclaimer: I'm not holding nothing back. If this is trash, I will tell you. If this is good, I'll tell you, and I will articulate as to what reason I feel. So I got nothing to lose from saying your music is bad. I got nothing to gain from saying your music is good. And with that being said, let's get into it. We're gonna start with Lunatic. Alright? Let's get into it. Fun by me. Pretty short, bro.
Riding around with a crucifix, flipping it upside down and shit. They look at me like a lunatic. Personally, I don't give a shit. They're gonna talk the shit regardless. Nobody in this world is flawless. That's why you gotta always stay cautious, cause certain motherfuckers be on shit. The music industry is full of the snakes, and social media is full of jakes. So be a legend no matter what it takes. I'ma just smoke my weed and create. I'ma just smoke a blunt to the face. Chiefing my posh and killing my babe. Another blinker hit up Delta 8. Yeah, nigga, I stick and bake. Roll up another wood, that's an 8. Stacking cheese up on my plate. Ayy, yeah, I'm feeling great. Whenever it is payday, wanna go on tour like Great Day. Hella clones, I can act the same way. Struggling to keep going each day. I gotta always keep a straight face, man.
Okay. Okay. I can't say that was bad. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna say that was a great song, but I definitely can't say it was bad. It was short, but with that being said, we're gonna listen to your most popular track, F the Government. See what it's about. Oh.
That's it on the beat.
Motherfucker cop, all these pictures need to stop. Abusing us for they guap, whether if you're white or not, bitch. Fuck the punishment, and fuck the government. Hop up on my dick, focus on some other shit, bitch. I'ma run up in your home, then I slit your fucking throat. Young Lucifer, gonna sacrifice you like a goat. I don't give a fuck, pussy boy, murder what she wrote. Don't be hitting licks on us, we gon' stomp your fucking dome. You a bitch, we don't like you, get up on my face. Put some bread up on your head, do that shit with no trace. Bitch, fuck the law, A-cab, no face, no case. Finessing me, boy, that shit is a stupid mistake. You said you wanted smoke, I'll ask you like a Newport. Ballin' like the fucking Joker, like I'm on the court. The day you try me is the day you become a corpse. My demons gon' take care of you without no remorse. I know you heard me, I ain't gon' repeat myself, whore.
You told me you wanted me to listen to Death Carnival. So far, I think your best song is Lunatic that I've heard. I've only heard two of your songs, but we're gonna listen to the third, so let's get into it.
Ratchet on the beat.
Double shit is constantly coming out of my fucking mouth. Kill two motherfuckers deep, yeah, you sticking it deep. Double shit is constantly coming out of my fucking mouth. Kill two motherfuckers deep, yeah, you sticking it deep.
They told me kill myself, bitch, I just might. I'm so hot, like an airplane on a flight. Pussy nigga wanna fight, till I stab him in the eye. It's gonna be a scary sight, not for him, he can't see right. He gon' bleed until he dies. Run up on me, fuck boy, you better be prepared for a fight. Ayy, I never need no blade, bitch, I got my fucking switchblade knife. Ayy, I got my fucking switchblade knife. I'ma take your fucking life. Julia Capone's my wife. I'ma kill you on Halloween night. I'ma pop out, but I won't be in sight. Air the bitch out like a motherfucking kite. All of my niggas are strapped like a dyke. Sipping on Henny and sipping on mics. Paint on my jeans, yeah, I got the sauce. I do this shit all alone, I'm a boss. Bitch, fuck a label and fuck all the costs. Hand me a contract and it'll get tossed. I do not need your hands in my pockets. When I take off, just like a damn rocket, go right in my style, yeah, you cannot rock it. Quit trying to jock it, you look so goofy, you need to stop it. Quit using my name to get your damn profit. This is the carnival, you finna die. Cannibals gon' eat you like apple pie. All of the dogs gon' eat you alive. You can see that I'm insane on my eyes. Bitch, you can see that I'm insane on my eyes. You can see that I'm insane on my eyes.
Double shit is constantly coming out of my fucking mouth. Kill two motherfuckers deep, yeah, you sticking it deep. Double shit is constantly coming out of my fucking mouth. Kill two motherfuckers deep, yeah, you sticking it deep.
Alright, bro. I got positives. But of course I got negatives. Listen. First off, looks like there are two elephants in the room. There's one on my neck, and then there's another one that I need to address. And that is your lyrical content. Now let me say, usually people's lyrical content I don't really dissect too much, because in the grand scheme it doesn't really matter too much, because I'm all about expression. Like, as long as the lyrical content symbolizes you know what I'm saying, or something you're going through, or something that you feel that you want to express, and it's not too derivative, I'm cool with it. I'm not finna go on to it. But let's be real here. You and I both know this is not gonna go over well with the masses. You trying to blow. I'm trying to find someone who's trying to blow. They don't want to hear about Lucifer. That's not gonna pop. Listen, I get it. You say you from Chicago. They ain't Chirac clapping. You know what I'm saying? They doing all that. I get it. And they rapping that too, but this is a step too far. Step too far. I'll give you one credit. Very gritty. You've exaggerated too much to you just gonna lose some people, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know how you gonna pop. Really rapping that Lucifer stuff. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about your music and whether I think it's gonna pop. And dude, you have a Lucifer in your name. They gonna let that pop? You know how scared the masses are of anything that has to even do with Lucifer or evil or anybody who reps that? They not going for it. They're not going for it. I feel like that's the number one problem. I mean, you could get a following though. You can. There are people out there that rep this. That's cool with this. Definitely. I see you got some followers. 769. Ghetto Goth. And you know what? You're right. This is some gothic type stuff. It's some gothic stuff. It really fits in with that. But it's not. Does it fit in with the masses? I say no. But listen, that's just my opinion. Maybe you can shock me and become a notable artist, notable rapper. I will say this is probably the most unique, original-esque thing I've heard. But only because it goes so far out to where nobody would go. That's really the only reason. So, other than that, it kind of sounded like 2016 cloud rap. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those prominent artists, I feel like you kind of took from there a little bit from some dark, sad cloud rap, and then you put some greediness in it, some darkness in it. You mixed it up in the bowl, and I ain't gonna lie. What you presented, it's not bad. It just what it says, what it represents, people ain't gonna mess with. I think you have some awareness of that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you do. I don't think it's bad in terms of quality. I don't think this is bad. I just don't think it's gonna go over well. But with that being said, let me actually address some things that I thought you could have used some work on. Delivery was decent. Flow was okay. Wasn't top tier. I feel like you can kind of tighten that up. But then again, that's my opinion. I feel like it did match the aesthetic you were going for, which is this dark, gritty aesthetic. I feel like it did match that. I'm just really, really hard on flow, and I'm really, really hard on delivery. Very hard on that. Lyrical content, I already talked to you about that. You already know how I feel about that. You know, if you take away all the Lucifer stuff, it's actually pretty decent. If you just take away all that, it's not bad, and it's actually pretty unique. And I would even credit you for it. But you mix in that Lucifer type stuff, man, I don't know if they're gonna take it too well. We are in a new age. That's all I'm saying. I don't think so. Maybe you could. I know my friends ain't most of my friends ain't going for that. I will say when I was younger, I was brought up in a church, and I just think of them listening to this as like, oh my goodness, what's the world come to? But you know, it's not going. Even me, even though I'm past it, it's just I ain't really trying to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta say, it's decent. It's well packaged. You know what I'm saying? It has a nice aesthetic. It has a nice style. It has a design to it, and you know it's all right. I really can't say too much bad about it. The only bad things I've said already, and I'll put it in a nice little package. I just don't know how it's gonna go over well. But I only did listen to 2 of your songs, so maybe if you can just instead of saying Lucifer or something, just say something about demons or say something about that which is useful and has utility that maybe someone can resonate to. The reason why I'm saying this obvious stuff is because in order to blow, man, listen, we both know who's popping. We both know who's blown up. And you see patterns. A lot of these guys that's blown up, they were able to resonate with a large group of people. With not just their music, but their character. It's a combination of both. You know what I'm saying? The originality and the style and what they bring as a person within themselves and the artist, and how that reflects within their music is what grabs people. I'm just saying what you have here, while it is original, while it does have a uniqueness, I don't know if people are going to gravitate to it. At least not a large mass, right? And we got to keep real. I'm here to keep it G100, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real. But with that being said, just tighten up, you know what I'm saying? I feel you got something here. I definitely do feel you have something here, man. I feel you got something decent. I think it could go over with a niche of people. That's how I feel. And I do feel maybe 10, 20, 30 years, the world will not desensitize, but become used to the point where maybe content like this lyrical content, music like this will go over. I just don't feel like it's gonna happen anytime soon. But I'm not disliking it. Yeah, what I'm hearing is okay, alright? So man, I'm back. While everything I said in that last video is still true, I do want to expound on some of the things I said and really dive into the reason why I even said that. I'm not going to take it back, but I'm kind of going to add something to it. Now, first off, one thing I didn't acknowledge or for some reason I just forgot is the fact that, you know, you talking about Lucifer and even all of the rebellious, dare I say, anti-Christ or anti-conformity type shit that you was rapping on isn't uncommon in the metal rock or in the rock sphere, but it's pretty fucking uncommon in hip-hop, and that's where I'm coming from. I'm coming from straight hip-hop, pop, R&B. That's where I'm coming from, and that's the main perspective I have when I'm reviewing everybody. So you're coming to that heart, which I've seen, which I've dealt with a little bit, but not really. But you really go hard in that, and you got elements of hip-hop. But me with that hip-hop, R&B, soul, pop perspective, this is just demonized and it's looked at as negative. But now that I'm gonna put on a slightly different lens, I can kind of see what you're doing and I can see why you're doing it. Like, to someone who's really deep in soul, R&B, and then hip hop, this shit might even come off scary. So I'm thinking you trying to come off to that audience, it's a no-go. But now I realize there is a big ass audience that you could cater to. So in that regard, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the audience that I think is going to be affected. Not the audience I'm coming from, which is the soul, R&B, you know what I'm saying? Pop a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like the biggest idols, at least right now to me, Cole, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick, Drake, of course. Not idols, but the biggest influences of the game, you know what I'm saying? Back then, Jay-Z, Nas, and then some R&Bs. That's who my mainstay is. Had to expose myself. I'm open to other genres, but my mainstay is that. So I'm taking that lens or that culture, and then I'm applying it to this, and so of course it looks bad. But the fact of the matter is, there's not too many problems with it. It can appeal to a lot. It's just not going to appeal to the audience that I'm thinking it's going to appeal to. But you have an audience. A lot of people listen to Marilyn Manson. Kanye just put him on his last album, so he has a large appeal, and I feel like that's what remind me of, because I remember a post Marilyn Manson talking about Lucifer and all that stuff, and he's known for that. So I'm not really ostracizing your music now because I remembered that, but still, let's get to the nitty gritty. You know, you're the first person that I reviewed that really goes into that sector. You know what I'm saying? I should have known just by your name. You're the first person that really goes in that sector. I give you props. I'm all for diversity, variation. I don't discriminate. I listen to all genres as they come. I just mostly listen to hip hop and rap. But enough about me, bro. One thing I want to critique you a little more, though. Now that I know where you're coming from and where you're going, I want to critique you a little more. And that's on the fact that your rapping, it was okay. It was decent. But I need you to understand, I'm coming hard on flow and I'm coming hard on delivery. Now, you had a flow. You had a delivery. They were nice. But if I had to grade it, like I like grading it based on the rhythm and based on how well you've captured into it. If I had to grade it, I say it was a C plus B minus. Now let me break down how I grade flow and delivery and why I think it's so important. I feel, this is crazy, but I feel the aim of flow and delivery is for two things. One, flow and delivery establishes your style. It establishes you as an artist. The flow and delivery you make is the sound that defines you. The best case I can think of is The Baby. We all know that shit. We all know Lil Baby flow. We all know, I go on and on. Flow really defines you for that reason. And then the second reason is because flow, in case you didn't know, I'm going to teach you a lesson. It gets people in a trance and it catches people into you. It catches people's attention. It's almost like hypnotic. And the better someone's flow is, I feel, is the more hypnotic it can make someone go. It goes into a trance and it just catches them and they just get caught up listening to it and they can't stop. Now, that's how I'm grading it. So based on your flow, it's decent, it's unique, but I didn't go into a trance like that. You know what I'm saying? The reason I'm judging that, because a lot of people listen to the music based on that. Like, you say what you want about The Baby's flow, you start anticipating. You know what I'm saying? You really address it like that, my guy. You really do. So I give you decent grades on the flow, but the flow, basically what I'm saying is the flow's not captivating. It's not, oh my goodness, this flow is sick. It's just okay. Even, like I said, C plus. It's not, but it comes together and your delivery comes together. So that's the only thing that stuck out. But you are pretty original, mainly because you're the only person that I've reviewed, and it may not be too many more of you that is in this spirit of music. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, man, that's really all I wanted to say. And then I did want to listen to Death Carnival. The song, it was okay. It was the same thing really applies to the last two songs. It's a little different, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know whether I should critique the mixing, because I feel like that's what you're going for. And I don't judge mixing. I only judge mixing if I literally if it literally gets in the way of the experience, and I don't think it did, except for the beginning where I could barely hear the voice. I couldn't really make out the voice of what it was saying. Other than that, the mixing was fine, production was fine, beat was fine. It was all cool. Your words, same thing with the flow. And then I talked about the lyrical content, very heavy. I didn't go too deep, but you know what I'm saying. But really much, that's the review. So, with that being said, Lucifer Capone reviewed. JaeMoye. Peace.